Beast on Mine here got you some more Battlefield 4 Final Stand DLC gameplay. A little bit of anti-air going on here and fighting a bunch of helicopters and jets, and you'll see later on the gameplay. It gets pretty hectic and crazy, and later on also blobbing our pin down for trying to capture this one objective because a lot of our teammates weren't helping us, and we were basically 2v2ing these one guys that also were fighting for the objective. So I thought it was pretty funny, and then a few other guys join in, so I think you guys will find this gameplay quite enjoyable, and even if you don't watch the gameplay, it's all good. Feel free to just listen a little bit while I talk about something that was a little bit concerning to me. It's not really necessarily a big deal as it stands at the moment, but it was a thought that popped up in my head, and I actually want to get your guys' opinion as well, what you think about this. So, with the next-gen consoles being out for nearly over a year now, actually it is over a year now as this commentary is being made, I believe, but they've been over a year now. How have they improved in that year span? Well, in my opinion, they have improved a lot from where they first launched and started. Now, I can't really give the same experience with the PS4, seeing as I haven't actually owned one or even played one really for a long extended period of time. But from what a lot of people have been saying, it's improved a lot just with upgrades and updates and all that good stuff. The Xbox One's also improved since launch just a lot. You're going to see a weird death here in a moment too. I have like some weird lag compensation going on. You guys will see. You know how Battlefield 4 is. It's just weird, glitchy, buggy. Sometimes I shot him, none of it registered, but it is what it is. I actually get revived, so it's all good. But continuing on, so the Xbox One and the PS4, since they launched, have seen a nice little push forward in the right direction. So how can they improve on this, and how should they have made the Xbox One and PS4? In my honest opinion, I think they should have made them cost $100 more, but then put that money towards making them better at launch. When they first launched, they should have put the extra resources into these consoles because they're pretty weak, honestly, in comparison to the big difference that the 360 and the PS3 made. Think about this, back in 2006 when the PS3 and 360 were out, 2006, 2007, in that time frame, they were a big deal, obviously, because they went from SD to HD, so standard definition to high definition. Obviously, that's a big increase, but they were actually worth the money that you paid back then. They were around $600 plus tax. It just varied depending on which versions you got and all that, but they were around $600 plus tax. I understand that the economy also was different back then. This is, of course, US dollars, so any of you that are actually out of the country may not have the same exact currency system and all of that, but you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. Obviously, it was $600 US dollars roughly for both the PS3 and the Xbox 360. But when the Xbox One and the PS4 both launched, the Xbox One was $500. But let's just remove the Kinect because essentially it is worth $400, much like the PlayStation 4. So we see a $200 decrease. Now, obviously, again, the economy plays a little bit of a role into this, but they have significantly decreased in the quality of what they could have potentially become. Obviously, this isn't great for competition when you're trying to compete with PC that is maxing out games at 4K with some of the ridiculous video cards they have. They have some pretty tough competition. Now, this is a theory that I have, and I believe that this is specifically for another video, but I'll get into that later. My theory is that they have publishers and producers that are telling them to optimize games specifically for a specific console. Obviously, they do that anyways, but I feel like they're making the PC ports intentionally not as good as they could be. The consumer base is generally on consoles. The majority of them are on consoles for the AAA titles like Battlefield, Call of Duty, etc. Here's where I honestly think the problem lies, though. If they are intentionally sacrificing resources on their consoles and they want to make the ports for PC not as good in order for consoles to even compete with them, they should have thought about that, honestly, before they released the consoles, made them $100, I'd say, to $150 more expensive for the price and availability and such. I think that would have made the performance so much better on these consoles because $150 on consoles, which is essentially a budget build PC, can make such a huge difference on the performance of games and the stability of the operating system, UI, games, and so forth. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Again, that's just something I had in my mind a little bit of a conspiracy theory too, and I'll get into that one in a little bit of a different video. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.